students have been working very hard to prepare this performance for you.
There are a couple of things that you can do to help us to do our very best. First, please take this time to silence cell phones or other devices.
If you need to leave the auditorium during the concert, we ask that you try to do so in between songs, if at all possible.
We know you want to take pictures and videos this evening since we all have our best. We just ask that you please try to be mindful of the performers around you and other audience members as you do. Thank you.
Now sit back and enjoy a celebration of good character, because tonight we are here to show you how we rock. We've been rocking all kinds of things at Meet Her this year, especially our iReady Battle of the Bands Challenge. We completed so many lessons that help us learn to grow as students. Being a dedicated student is just one way we show off our awesome character. There are many other great character traits we've been working on this year.
Yes, we're being responsible, showing fairness, having compassion, and being trustworthy, and acting with respect.
We are going to sing all about them and more in our next song, Character Tango.
I give my very best. Oh yes, my character.
for ways to show kindness to those we know and people we don't.
Yes, like our sock drive to help the homeless. We collected more than 1,300 pairs of socks.
Or writing letters and cards to people who might be going through some difficult times. Focusing on other people helped us to realize just how blessed we are.
Our next song is Kindness Goes Far, and it is a reminder that anyone can show kindness to others.
Blessed you are yourself. And so our next song, called Gratitude Attitude, is going to feature some student soloists who are going to be sharing with us something they wrote about things that they are grateful for themselves. Now, I had the pleasure to read all of the entries. I spent a whole weekend reading them at home, and boy, some of them brought tears to my eyes. Once because I was laughing, and others just because they were so sincerely wonderful. So we have just a few of them to share with you tonight, but I'd like to just encourage everyone to take a moment this evening and think about something that you are grateful for.
I'm grateful my coaches inspire me to play my best.
What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for flowers.
I got a gratitude attitude. I got a gratitude attitude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a gratitude attitude. I got a gratitude attitude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What
Next time we have an attitude, maybe you can help us to remember all the things we have that we can be really grateful for. That way we can have a gratitude attitude.
Right now, we are grateful that we get to take a little break from singing and give our hardworking band members a chance to perform.
It will take a couple minutes to get switched around, so please bear with us for a few moments.
And the chorus will be back to finish off the rest of our songs in just a little while.
And we're ready, just like that. What my lovely host this evening said about these band members is absolutely true. These are some hard-working folks up here. Being a band member is no easy job. You've got to practice close to every day. And you have to be responsible. Bring your instrument to school on the right day. You have to be dedicated to keep at it even when it's hard. All the things we've been singing about with our chorus this evening. So I'm very proud of the ladies and gentlemen you see up here this evening because they've been working hard, they've been dedicated, they've been responsible. All traits that are going to make them wonderful individuals as they grow older. So right now we're going to start out with some tunes that are probably familiar to you. It's how we started out our school year, learning some very basic folk songs. You know, I know, Mom and Dad, you're probably a little tired of hearing hot cross buns, merrily we roll along, but this is our concert, so we figured we probably should do our greatest hits. So that's what we have for you first this evening, our first concert parade. tonight, then you're in luck. Because our wind sections are each going to take a turn playing another familiar folk song that didn't happen to be included in that opening medley. And we're going to start out with our flute section, who's playing a favorite of everyone's, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Is going to be playing that French folk tune, Frère Jacques. Section, who's going to be playing Skip to My Lou. Would be complete without Old MacDonald. And that one's going to be played by our alto saxophones. And now we'd like to venture into the classical realm, and we're going to be playing a piece that is part of Beethoven's Ninth and Final Symphony, often referred to as the Ode to Joy. next tune goes by two different titles. Sometimes it's referred to as the Bugler's Dream. It does feature some trumpet section solos. But it also goes by the name the Olympic Fanfare. And any sports fans out there who are ready for the Summer Olympics, you just might recognize this one as the one that the networks play when they go to commercial. All right, so enjoy our Olympic Fanfare. And for our last number, these dedicated, hard-working people are going to play, I think, what might be the group's favorite. You'll see why. It's a medley. It's entitled Power Rock, but it's made up of two songs by Queen, We Will Rock You, and another one, Bites the Dust. Kids, especially after remember what they sounded like in October. They've done a great job. Let's give our band another round of applause. And now we just need another couple of minutes here. We're going to switch back around, and these chorus members are going to finish off the evening by singing a couple more songs.
Didn't the band do a great job?
Thanks for showing patience during our transitions this evening.
Showing patience does help build good character in us all.
Our next song reminds us that we build our character. And we can choose our actions and reactions no matter what our circumstances may be.
Yes, like the song says, our character comes from the inside out.
That's right. Staying focused and positive is always a good choice, and a positive attitude can help us no matter what we might face.
We have the power over our own thoughts and actions so we can write our own story. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Yes. Attitude is everything. I'm positive.
People who have positive attitudes and good character can have a huge impact on the world around them.
It only takes one action to start a ripple effect.
I believe that everything we do can impact the people around us. That's why it is so important that they can act with good character.
It's just like it says in this next song. When you act with courage, respect, integrity, and truth, it matters.
some good character yourself. You certainly have some characters up here. And I want to just remind you how to get all these wonderful characters home tonight. At the conclusion of this last song, what's going to happen is we're going to split and go in two different directions. My fourth graders are going to be going out that door and back to the library where you left them. My third graders, just to keep this, our traffic flow going a little better through the school here, the third graders are going to be going out that door and down this hallway to the cafeteria, which is at the back of the building. If you're not familiar with Delsey High School, don't worry, both are very easy to find. Library, this hallway, cafeteria, that hallway. I would just ask that you let our students completely exit the auditorium before you start filling up those hallways. It just makes it easier for us to get them out, and then you all can come and pick them up in those two locations. But before we do this last number, I just want to thank a few people for their help. We wouldn't be here this evening if it wasn't for the help of a lot of people. I want to thank Delsey High School, and particularly Christine Dougherty, who's here tonight running sound and lights. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank our Main Road school staff. Without the help of our teachers, our principal, our secretaries, all the background work would just not happen. I don't do this alone, and so I have a lot of help from my colleagues, and I thank them very much for being here this evening and for all the help they've given me along the way. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank my family. My husband and daughter are here tonight doing things like being the stagehand and shuffling kids in different directions. So I thank them for their help. And last but certainly not least, I'd like all the students to thank their parents. They brought you here tonight. They picked you up at chorus rehearsal after school every week, and they love you and support you in your singing. So let's give our parents a round of applause. Inspiring young people, we're going to sing one more inspiring song. We hope you will all go be awesome.